Welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering. Here we have Jason on burn leading out with a Monastery Swift Spear against Spencer on Bant Miracles. Taking a point of damage. That Swift Spear promises to do a lot more if not answered. One of the more efficient creatures in the game. And Roiling Vortex can potentially be shutting off Spencer's life gain, which is something that Miracles has a decent amount of access to. I mean, Oko and potentially Euro. We'll see what is in Spencer's list. And wow, Force of Will taking out the Roiling Vortex. So a Swords in response and a Force of Will. Heavy-handed play from Spencer. Will that be enough to stop Jason? Just firing off a bunch of 1-mana burn spells, and Spencer finds himself at 9. But Jason getting pretty close to out of gas. Wheel of Misfortune. Wow. If this resolves... Is that a main deck Flusterstorm? That is filthy. With a 1-mana counterspell stopping the 3-mana sorcery. And now Teferi drawing a card. Monastery Swift Spear clears the Teferi. Not obvious that that's the right play. As a control player, I definitely do that all day long. As a burn player, I'm actually not sure where you want to be there. Narset coming down, digging for Spencer. Going to make Wheel of Misfortune significantly worse. Oh, and this... That looked like Days Undoing? I'm not sure that this is actually Bant Miracles. I mean, that looked like a draw 7. Maybe I saw that incorrectly. We'll see as this plays out. Narset left alive here. And Ice Fang Kotal coming in, trading with just about everything as it does, plus drawing a card. Yeah, that looks like Days Undoing. We got a Force of Will trying to stop this lightning bolt. And each player's going to shuffle their hand in graveyard into their library and draw 7, but Narset's going to mean Jason only draws 1. Which will be a Sulfuric Vortex. I mean, alright, we got a Force of Negation. I was going to say that actually does have enough to it to actually close out a game. Sulfuric Vortex will just eventually kill Spencer. But he actually Force of Negations pitching it instead of hard casting it. Leaving other options available. Brainstorm in response to Eidolon. Down to 5. And a food is sacrificed. Trying to stay outside of lethal price of progress range. Another food is made. And, I mean, Oko's loyalty is just devastating. It's so high. Narset is cleared. Swords to Plowshares. Taken out the Eidolon. And a Hull Breacher. Yeah, I don't think this is Bant Miracles. It's got Hull Breacher in there too? I don't know if we've got Echo of Aeons and Lion's Eye Diamond or not. Or maybe I'm just not familiar with this list, but this has some extremely powerful combo potential, and we're actually going to see that happen again, I'm sure, with the Mystic Sanctuary, which I didn't see him do it, but I presume it put the Days Undoing on top of the library. Or maybe it exiles itself. That's possible. And Jason scooping that up. Really an unwinnable position from there. Yeah, I couldn't quite follow the end of that game. So Days Undoing does exile everything from the stack. It just ends the turn. So it does exile itself also. So that would not be able to be recurred with Mystic Sanctuary. That might be what we saw, which would be unfortunate. Pretty solid opening here. Goblin Guide and Eidolon so far for Jason. Mystic Sanctuary coming into play tapped. Things looking a bit more favorable here. Goblin Guide and 4 damage coming in, and then an additional Lava Spike to the face as Spencer's life total very much under attack here, as is the plan. Passing the turn, and Mystic Sanctuary and Tundra, meaning that Ice Fang Kotal not going to be lethal. Hull Breacher on top of the library. He could potentially come down and block next turn. Monastery Swift Spear, and Spencer actually scooping it up there. As Jason evens the match. And we are headed into game number 3. All right, we've got a basic island for Spencer. And Lava Spike, a weak opening for Jason. We'll see if he has perhaps Eidolon on the second turn, or just a fistful of 1-mana burn spells. Ice Fang Kotal coming down. Ice Fang much slower than Baleful Strix in terms of being able to trade with early threats, but it is becoming increasingly popular. And Sulfuric Vortex, if this isn't answered, this is going to be a problem. Shutting off life gain, a very real issue, and then the inevitability of just 2 damage chipping away each turn. Incredibly dangerous. And what do we have here? Oh, let me know if you know what that perhaps counter was. Could have been a counter, could have been a disenchant, but either way, the Sulfuric Vortex neutralized for a couple of mana. And now Oko arrives. Spencer still with 13 life left to play with. What can Jason do about this? Another Sulfuric Vortex, and now a Chain Lightning to the face. Will this Vortex be able to stick around? Really depends on what that earlier answer was. If it was like a disenchant effect, flashing it back with Snapcaster, a possibility. Ooh, another Sulfuric Vortex. Oh, I'm sorry, a Pyrostatic Pillar this time. And a Celestial Purge taking out the Sulfuric Vortex. Pyrostatic Pillar, essentially another Eidolon. But the food production from Oko, very, very relevant here. And it looks like Spencer actually willing to turn one of them into a elk to get aggressive. Keeping back an Ice Fang. More food being made. And Sulfuric Vortex now hurting Jason. Goblin Guide easily handled, and things going to be wrapping up shortly here. Down to just 3. And it looks like Spencer's going to get this one. Oko showing why he may just be the best Planeswalker in the game. A single Fire Blast, but not able to take out Spencer. Too much life, as he's got a cushion from Oko and more than enough life to survive a single Fire Blast. Even with a double Fire Blast, he would have been safe, as Oko does a lot of work in this matchup. That is all for this one, but don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.